What's up, guys? It's Ryantium here, and today we are back in Skyrim. That's right, you guys, and no snap. It's gonna be an awesome freaking day. So, guys, welcome back, and happy Tuesday. So, like I said in yesterday's showcase and on the showcase of last Saturday, we are going to be doing some new showcases throughout the week, but they will not be of homes, they will be of armors and weapons and ENBs and everything like that. Just all the stuff that's on Bethesda.net that I don't showcase on the weekends, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Imperial Guard Centurion armor. Now, this one has a special place in my heart, mainly because it's modeled, at least the helmet. The helmet is modeled after the armor from ESO. And I really did enjoy wearing that armor whenever I played the Elder Scrolls Online. So, this armor mod requires you to have the smithing perk. Let's go ahead and find where it's at within the tree. It requires you to have at least the steel smithing, and then I went ahead and went to arcane blacksmith just to make sure that, we had that. As far as I know, you only need the steel smithing perk, which is a pretty easy one to get. So if we go ahead and come down here, we can go ahead and take a look at the different cost of the different items, and you find them within the steel section. Now, you would think that you would probably find it in the Imperial section. Well, that's because the armor is within the Imperial section, but the sword is within the steel section. So, the armor. We can go ahead and see here that it comes with a cloak that requires 3 leather strips and 3 leather. The cuirass, which requires 3 leather strips, 3 leather, 5 steel ingots, and 1 gold ingot, which is the pricey part. The gauntlets require 2 leather strips, 1 leather, and 2 steel ingots. The greaves is 3 leather strips, 2 leather, and 2 steel ingots. The helmet, which is just amazing. 1 leather strip, 1 leather, 2 steel ingots, and another gold ingot. And then finally, the Imperial Centurion shield, 2 leather strips, 4 steel ingots, and 8 firewood. So out of all of that, the hardest thing to get is going to be the gold. But then if we go ahead and take a look at the Imperial Centurion sword, 2 leather strips, 4 steel ingots, and yet another gold ingot. So it is pretty pricey, especially here at the beginning of the game. However, there definitely are ways with mods to go ahead and get yourself some gold ingots. So let's go and hop on over to where I have the armor displayed. Let's take a look at them, shall we? So here we can see all 3 of the Imperial armors. The one in the mod is the one that's currently on the center screen. On the right-hand side is the light version of the Imperial armor, and then on the left-hand side is the heavy version of the Imperial armor. So left and right is both vanilla. Right down the middle is the modded one. Now, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the vanilla ones first so that you can get a comparison as to how cool the Centurion armor is actually going to look. So we'll start off by taking a look at the light one. This is what you'll be mostly finding on all of the Imperial Scouts and Imperial Guards that are kind of walking around Skyrim. They want to be light on their feet and everything like that, so they wear mostly leather. They may have the steel shin boots and the steel helmet, but you can see just a regular wooden shield with the regular kind of, I'm going to call it a plank, because it kind of looks like a plank, the regular plank vanilla sword. Then when we have the heavy one, you can see it's a bit more ornate, a bit heavier looking. Ironic that it's called heavy. And then, it's got the Imperial sigils on there, and it has, the looks of everything like that, but yet again, we have the plank sword. So both of them are, they're nice armors. They look okay in the grand scheme of Skyrim, but if you want the king of it all, just take a look at this armor. It is so beautifully detailed, and it screams Elder Scrolls Online. I love that helmet. I love the chest piece, the the epaulets or the pauldrons on your shoulder. Now, granted, the ones from ESO are giant, so it's nice that they kind of sized the shoulders down a little bit. But can we just take a second to admire how close I'm getting to this and seeing all of the detail shine through? Just look at how nice and beautiful that is. All the little etchings, all the little carvings, the little gold inlays, right on top of all the silver and steel look. It really does give it a very, very nice look. Not to mention it's very Roman. I really do like that with the kind of Centurion kind of mohawk is what I'll call it. I'm sure that actually has a name, but I'm going to go ahead and call it a mohawk. And we can actually go ahead and see the artistic kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, inspiration that you can see both from the light shield as well as the heavy shield. So it looks more so like the heavy shield because it's supposed to be a bit heavier, but it does have some of the light shield things within it as well. And then finally, the Imperial Centurion sword is just incredibly detailed. Look at the tiny little etchings right there. I am right next to this damn blade. None of the textures are getting muddied. And you can see the contrast between the muddied wall texture behind you and kind of the less crisp texture on the weapon plaque, and then just the absolutely refined texture of the sword itself. So well done. And then down here we can see all of the different parts of the sword. You know, you've got your hilt, your pommel, your crossguard, everything like that. And I love the little details, like the little cuts right there. That's super nice. So let's go ahead and put it on, shall we? Because I'm sure you're wanting to see what this actually looks like on me. And so here you go. This is what my character looks like within the armor with the sword and the shield on. And it fits so well. Honestly, if you were really wanting to go very heavy into the Imperial roleplay, it is a beautiful armor to do it. Now, we've seen some very pretty Roman armors, we've seen some very, kind of Greek-inspired armors within Skyrim and on Bethesda.net, but honestly, I think this one has to take the cake, just for the sheer amount of detail. With the textures being so high resolution, being able to just zoom in on them like that, being able to take a look at every single piece, it's so well done. Now, obviously, I'm more of a Stormcloak person, so being an Imperial is a bit, blasphemous, but they got the drip. They got the nice little clothes, I gotta say. Not to mention the little cape that you have on does look pretty cool with the Imperial symbol and, the Skyrim symbol. I always call it the Skyrim symbol because it's what's on the box. But honestly, this armor is just magnificent. It's so pretty, it's so beautiful, and there's really nothing more that I can say about it other than I would absolutely use this armor. And that's coming from someone who tends to go for the Stormcloak playthrough every time. Now, granted, if you're gonna do the Civil War, there will be the people on the Imperial side as far as, like, the higher-ups. They can be seen wearing this armor. So it's gonna be kind of cool to see this throughout the world. So there is a way to technically get it for free, but it requires you to peel it off of someone's corpse. So if you're okay with doing that, then by all means, peel it off their corpse. So I leave the question to you down there in the comment section. Did you like it? Did you hate this mod? Would you use this, more importantly, as your Imperial playthrough? Would you use this as a Stormcloak playthrough, just to see your opposing side coming at you basically in Versace, or in Gucci, or Yves Saint Laurent? Would you like to see your enemy looking good while you plunge your sword through them? Who knows? I'm not sadistic like that. But let me know what you guys are thinking down there in the comment section. I would absolutely keep this as a staple in my load order, just because it's so pretty. And the helmet, it gives me ESO vibes, and I love that so much. So guys, until the next showcase, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.